Look, so right as of right now, Andrew Tate is still under judicial control. That is all the proof you need that he is still
he's still under judicial control.
Yeah, so he's still indicted.
Why was he allowed to leave the country? They literally had him. They had him. Hold on. They had him in prison. They had him in prison. They had him in prison. They could have locked him up. They didn't have enough evidence. They had to let him go. You need to get. You know what you need to do? You need to apologize to Andrew Tate and beg him to drop the lawsuit because he's gonna take what little money you have. He's gonna fucking take it. No, is this what you want? Be a man and admit that you are wrong right now. You can say Andrew Tate's a piece of shit. I agree with you. You can say this is all karma. I would agree with you. But you cannot call him a rapist with no evidence whatsoever.
Based off of Andrew Tate's own admissions, he's a rapist.
Admissions, like the sarcasm.
No, it's not sarcasm. He was being filmed, and he said, "Yeah, I hooked up with this girl who was 15. This girl was my girlfriend." Yes, he did, dude. This is all on video. I don't understand why you don't understand.
You're telling me he made a video saying,
"Can you pull up this video? I want to see it,
dude." If you
pull it up,
go to Milk Bar TV. Right, Milk Bar
TV. What the hell kind of porn site is this?
That sounds credible.
Go to Milk
Bar TV. You want us to believe something called Milk Bar TV? No, are you out your freaking mind?
No, I want you to believe Andrew Tate when he says, "I'm hooking up with this girl. She's 15." Right, he has a supercut of all. This is Andrew Tate's words. It's not edited out of context. Andrew Tate's done so many interviews and podcasts, and he brags because he's got a fucking.
No, I mean he's got a big mouth. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, Andrew Tate's his own fucking worst enemy. If he never went and admitted to all this shit, if he didn't film himself slapping around Vivian when she was 15 years old, I wouldn't be calling him a rapist because I wouldn't have the evidence. Right? I have video evidence of Andrew Tate doing the things that I'm accusing him of.
You have video evidence of him raping a woman.
No, yes.
Actually, no, exactly. You just said no. Hold on. You just said no. You just said no.
Listen, I have video evidence of him admitting to sleeping with underage girls, which is evidence of him raping a woman, a girl. Yeah, 100%. He's got Vivian in a different video going, "I've been with you 8 years. When's your birthday?"
You always trust women,
bro. Andrew Tate's the one saying.
Hold on. Do you always trust women?
No, but Andrew Tate's
no. Okay, so you do understand women lie.
Well, no,
you do understand that. You do understand when a man has money. When a man has money, I understand that's not a problem you have. But when a man has money, these bitches will try to lie and take your bag. You do get that, right?
You said you like math, right? What is 2012 minus 1997? What is it? What is 2012 minus? That's 15, right? Yeah. Okay.
Well, depending, it could be actually 14, depending on when.
Okay, so I'm not going off of anybody's word. Andrew Tate uploaded a video of Vivian in 2012. Her passport says 1997.
Let me ask you this. Say you lose the lawsuit. Okay.
I won't, but okay.
Okay, let's just say you do, and Andrew Tate offers you a deal. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about the 50,000. You just got to get in the ring with him. Would you do that?
I mean, no, but
of course you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't.
Hold on. I don't know.
And by the way, I'm gonna make this statement right now. If Andrew Tate can beat me in chess, which that moron would never will, but if he can beat me in chess, I'll go in the ring with him.
Why do you this is I find this so fascinating about
I know you do. I find it fascinating you believe a virgin can have a child. I find that very fascinating.
You people on the internet, right? It's really
you're on the internet. What do you mean, you people? You're one of us, bro.
You do it.
You just don't do it as good as me.
No, I don't do it for a living. But that's what I'm saying.
Of course, you're begging people for money.
How old are you? How old are you, Gary?
In my 40s, man.
You're in your 40s, right?
Yes.
You act like a fucking elementary school kid. Like, oh, you want to fight?
I do.
You want to fight? You got to fight to prove you're a man. I have more money than you.
I don't have to do anything, man.
I have more money than you. I'm more important than you. I have.
You don't, bro. Forget the money. Forget the money. Forget the money. You don't have a family. You're 40 years old. You don't have a family. You don't have kids. You're a fucking failed reincarnation. Piece of fucking shit.
You don't have anything if the things that you value based off of your own.
I value my family. I value my kids. The best thing I do every single morning when I wake up, my kids come up to me and they give me kisses and hugs. That is the best single thing that happens in my life. I have a family. You don't have a family, bro. You can't even get a woman.
Here's my watch.
Maybe you're homosexual. Who knows?
Dude, I mean, you've been talking about your watch, your ring, your followers, how popular you are, the people that you know, the high, powerful figures. You don't give a shit about your family. You're here right now talking about
what are you talking about? We're bringing up my family more than anything else. As a matter of fact, I'm bringing the fact that you don't have a family. You are a 40-year-old man and you don't have a wife and kids. Yo, bro, that's suspect as hell. A lot of people would consider you a homosexual just by that.
Well,
I mean, maybe you and Nick Fuentes have a lot in common.
So has anybody ever gotten married and had kids after 40 years old? I mean, it's not something that's like, you know.
So you still think you're gonna have good seed after 40? You think if you're gonna impregnate a woman, your seed's gonna be good? Maybe you'll have a mentally retarded kid because you waited so long. No, this is the fact. The longer you wait as a man, the worse your seed is. I'm not gonna have any more kids. I'm done. I had my kids already.
My dad had me when he was 30, when he was 39.
Yeah, 30. You're right. 30. 30's not 40.
39. He had me.
Okay, so when are you planning to have a kid?
I'm trying, man. But you know what?
You're trying. It's not working out for you, huh?
No, dude. Like I said, this isn't how people win debates, right? I mean, you're
brother. You think we're having a debate? I'm actually gonna clip you up and cook the shit out of you on the internet. That's the only reason I agreed to this. Okay. You're literally a nobody, and I'm using you like a fucking prostitute, except you're not getting paid. I do appreciate it though. Good looking, bro.
Okay, so that's all I want to know. You didn't want to have an actual debate.
No, bro. There's nothing to debate. Okay. You were so stupid. You actually believe AIPAC doesn't have influence in the world. I am a Jewish man. I'm willing to admit AIPAC has a lot of influence in America. I'm also willing to say Israel has a right to defend itself.
Sure.
Okay. But at the same time, you said you're willing to kill every single Hamas member and everyone around them just so their family, all the Palestinians, just so Israel's safe. No, are you out your mind?
I didn't say that. Again,
let me tell you what I would do.
Hey, hold on 1 second. I just want to
go ahead.
One final thing. Is this a real debate, or do you want to continue just doing?
No, we go back and forth, man.
No, so is it going to be a clippy thing, or do you want to?
It's already a clippy thing. It's already a clippy thing.
Oh my God, he's gone.
Yo, that's how you cook somebody. That is exactly how you cook somebody. Tyson, did I not tell you what I was going to do to him? See, this is the thing. This is the thing. I want people to understand something. When it comes to pieces of shit like this guy or Andrew Wilson, I'm not there to debate him. I'm there to make him look bad. When it comes down to your last guest, I was very respectful.
True.
Two days ago, I was very respectful with the Muslim. But when you go out there and you start saying stupid stuff like AIPAC doesn't have a large influence over America, listen, I'm not saying it's even wrong that they do, but it's a common fact that they do. It's not just in this country, it's every other country. So when they start saying, yo, that's not true. And the second thing, I am connected to a lot of Jewish people who are billionaires. And they told me on the phone on October 9th, Netanyahu let them in. Okay? People who have Trump's number, people who have Netanyahu's phone number, and they can call him right now, and that motherfucker will pick up. They told me the IDF let them in. Okay? Now, I'm going to say this. If it wasn't for that part right there, if I didn't know that part right there, I might be worse than the goddamn Israelis. Because let me tell you what I would do. And boy, people are going to get mad at me right now. I think there's a lot of innocent people in Gaza getting killed. That's pointless. Why are you creating a whole bunch of new Hamas members? All those kids who are young, 12, 13, 14, when they grow up in 5, 10 years, they're going to be the new Hamas. So you're literally creating more Hamas members. And those people had nothing to do with what happened. You know what I would have done if I was Israel?
What?
I would have targeted every Hamas member and every one of their families. Every Hamas member's families would have been put down. Every one of Hamas would have been put down. And that's how I would have fucking done it. That's how I would have done it. And by the way, Israel, Hamas, Mossad, that guy, if it wasn't a false flag, what happened yesterday in D.C. when he killed 2 Jews? Yo, bro, you got to make an example of this guy and do what you need to do, because you can't have people running around just killing people. This is not the Middle East, okay? I don't give a fuck what happens there. This is what people don't understand. I don't give a fuck about Israel or Palestine. But if you're gonna sit here and fucking lie, I'm gonna fucking call you out on it. That guy just ran like a fucking bitch that he is. That's what he ran on.